these issues as far as social issues, it's really hard to come by for a producer to get funding. Because 12 years ago, we had an option with the Warner Brothers studio. 2 options. It ran out, they didn't do anything. So, as far as these issues is concerned with social justice, I would say that in Collin Warner case, he was my childhood friend from Trinidad. We drew a stronger bond when he came to New York. Found himself in a situation where he was wrongfully accused for a crime he didn't do. At that time, I knew he was innocent because at that time when he was supposed to be committing the crime, 2 of my friends were with him at that particular time. They were also his alibi witnesses, which they went to the precinct, they gave statements stating that they were with him. But for some reason, they were never charged. So after that, Collin was indicted, and it just kept on going on where there was a trial. He found himself with a co-defendant. He never knew in his life, he never knew the descendant, the victim who was actually, he was accused for killing, and also the witness. So at that time, I was 17 years old. I mean, came from the Caribbean a few years ago. Collin's parents had no money. My parents came to the US thinking there's a better life as far as improving their lives, as well as the kids. So when Collin got arrested, I knew he didn't do it because of my 2 friends who were with him at that particular time. So I thought at that time, it's a mistake was made as far as, the wrong guy was pointed out. So at that time, as I said, I was 17. I thought there would be a trial, and in between that process, he would have been clear. Somebody would have said, listen, something went wrong. Unfortunately, he got a co-defendant and he was tried, convicted. So at that point, I knew nothing about the system as far as how could we challenge to make a difference to get Collin exonerated. So throughout the years, I was thinking, how could I make a difference? I was supporting him by visiting him in prison, supporting him in every way I can. And I was seeing the pain he was going through, because he kept telling me all he was reading at night is transcripts and brief that he killed that particular victim on such time and place. And how could nobody realize that there was a miscarriage of justice done? So at that time, throughout the time, I was telling myself, retaining attorneys might have been the key to having somebody get a second look at the record. So I started raising funds, and we retained attorneys, and we had appeals where he was denied, and time came up for parole after 15 years, he was denied. So after a while, I realized that we have to look into this case as to go back from that April 10 day in 1980 and see what actually happened. Actually, we were trying to recapture the scenes to put it in a motion form, because all we were denied before based on the appeals, which it was based on legal technical stuff. So they just wrote a brief and denied it. So at that time, as I said, we realized that we have to take this situation into our hands and reinvestigate the case and bring back newly discovered evidence. And we were fortunate to do that. And 16 years ago, Collin was exonerated, and I hope you guys excuse me, because speaking about it, it just brings back the memories. It's good, but it's kind of emotional speaking about it. Thank you guys for listening.